This is the Creality Falcon T1 5-in-1 laser engraver. This machine can do UV, fiber, diode, and MOPA all in one machine. And I can tell you, the results are amazing. So let's jump into this and check out what's inside the box.
Bazinga.
Now, I didn't do a full unboxing here, but you can see it is packaged very well. It comes with a very nice accessory pack, and you can pause here if you want to see more about it. And here it is, opened up, pulled out. Like I said, it's very well packed and ready to go. Taking a look around the back, you can see we have the ports for the purifier, conveyor, and rotary tool. And over here on the other side, you got your key, your power switch, and your power. So this is it, all set up. It is Alpha Fox approved, and I can tell you this thing's amazing. So as it says, let's create. So the first thing you got to do is insert your module. So you got your replace module button, and it'll jump up here. And it's really simple. It lifts up, then you close the machine up, and here's the fiber module, and that is what we're going to be working with in this video. Now, when we're talking about modules, you can see this is the 5-in-1, and you have a UV, you have two different diode, you have the MOPA, and of course we have the fiber 20 watt, and again, that's what we will be concentrating on, is this guy right here. Now this is the 20 watt fiber module, and this is perfect for almost any metals, stainless steel, and plastic, and I'm going to show you here real soon. So let's just jump into a few specs, and you can see all the different modules here. You got a 20 watt blue, 40 watt blue, the 20 watt infrared fiber, the 60 watt MOPA, and the UV 5 watt. So let's jump into some of the engravings I did with this thing, guys. This thing is really cool and really amazing. All right, guys, so the first thing we do is we open up the Falcon design space, and right here on the main home page is where it opens up, and the first thing you want to do is add your new device. And of course we are going to the Creality Falcon T1, and you can see everything here. We're going to go to Wi-Fi because I'm not plugged into it. You can do your USB, follow the instructions here. But since mine sits all the way across the room, I'm going to click the Wi-Fi button here. And I'm going to go to devices, and it's going to scan, and boom, there it is. So we're going to just hit that, hit complete. So now when we go over to our workspace, we are connected Wi-Fi, and we've got the 20 watt module in there, fiber. And there's the T1. So let's go ahead and bring in an image, and let's print something. And I say print because we're going to etch this onto paper right now. So we're going to do some laser photo paper. But I'm telling you guys, this thing is amazing, and it looks like a print. All right, so I went ahead and chose my photo, and now it's going to let us know that it is larger than the canvas. So we're going to go ahead and let it scale it. Ooh, that looks scary. And we're going to click on it and see, whoops, wrong button. We didn't want that. So we're going to go to the filter. We're going to turn off invert for now. Take a look at that. And then we're going to resize this. So the first thing I want to do is I want to do a focus. All right, so let's go ahead and do that autofocus first. So we will start with an autofocus here. And as you can see, it will get the dots all lined up where it needs to be. All right, and then once that's complete, we will click the little picture button here, and that's going to show us our canvas. So now when I take this picture and shrink out, zoom out, you can see our actual canvas of where we want to lay the picture out. So we're going to go about like this and center this thing up on here, and it will have a snap to. So there's your snap to horizontal and vertical. Where's the horizontal? So there's the horizontal. Oh yeah, I gotta zoom out. There we go. So there's the snap to horizontal, and there's the snap to vertical, and now we're centered on the paper. And as you can see, I got the paper centered in the machine. So let's go ahead and turn this back to invert, because we're doing a photo. This is the way we're wanting it to etch. And let's go ahead and process that. And let me close this out real quick and show you what we got going here. So this one here, we're going to delete this one. So this is where it sets it default for photos. We're going to go with that. And we're going to go ahead and process that. And we're going to start it. And we are printing with the lid open, so it's going to give us a warning here. And let's start. And guys, this will be extremely fast. Check it out. And as you can see, we are using the Falcon purifier, and it's pulling all that smoke right in. I don't smell a thing sitting here about 4 feet away. You can hear it in the background. It is a little noisy, but you can see it pulls that smoke right in. And if you close the door and print with everything closed, you really get a good sense of how well that filtration system works. So the air purifier does an amazing job, and I don't smell anything up here in the studio. So let's watch this finish. And there it is, guys. In 4 minutes and 30 seconds, we have an amazing photo. You can see the detail, how clean it came out. It's truly a black and white picture. It's not just an engraved piece of art. And on the left there, you can see that is PLA. You can actually laser engrave PLA, and it did an amazing job. I did do a couple other ones that were a little bit darker, but you can see how well it turned out, how clean it is, the detail, and that is on a textured surface. So that was a textured plate on black PLA, and it turned out amazing. On the far right, we have my beautiful bride, and again, the detail, the contrast is just amazing. The face, everything, this thing does an amazing job with photos. So let's jump into some logos. All right, so now I've placed the PLA in there. I retook my photo so you can see it on there, and you can see here's the center hash mark, and there's our laser, so we are not focused. So we're gonna go ahead and do an autofocus and let it do its thing. And once that's done, we'll retake the photo. All right. There it goes. It automatically retook the photo, and now you can see we are focused on target. And again, this is a textured PLA. So let's go ahead and grab a logo. And here we have our logo we're going to work with. And we're going to make that thing as large as we can. There we go. And now we're going to change this up a bit. So we're not using engraving paper anymore. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this. Okay. I'm going to delete this. Or I'm going to add a new, I'm going to add a new material. And I'm going to go with a custom material PLA. Now I don't have any settings in here yet. I haven't played with it enough to know exactly what I want. But I know I want around 1500 at about 55. and we're gonna do 1 pass, and I think I'm gonna leave the frequency where it's at. I'll do the 0.10, that looks pretty good. DPI, we'll leave that alone. And again, this is still experimenting. I was trying to get a little bit darker than the one I did before, and I did that at 48. So let's go 55 at 15, and we'll paste back in our logo. So now it belongs to that layer. Right, so there we go, and now it belongs to here. 15, 55. Let's just go ahead and hit save on this just so I have a reference that I'm using. We'll just call this GIA logo 1 because I'll probably be experimenting a lot. I did print a bunch of these little plates on PLA real thin just to test and play with. So this is going to be my first test. You guys are seeing it live right here. I'm not expecting to see the different colors here, but let's see what happens, guys. So let's go ahead and process that out and see how long this is going to take. We're looking at about 2 minutes. Yeah, see, it's going to be really light. I can already tell. But let's do it anyway, because I can always hit it again. And the lid is open, so let's start. And as you can see, it's already given us a pretty nice look here, but let's let it finish and see how it turns out. And wow, guys, look at those results. In under 3 minutes, we have a huge logo on PLA, and that turned out way better than I thought it would. And again, that was just with my first initial settings. That is a textured black PLA, and man, that thing turned out really cool. Next, we're going to do this same logo solid on the back of a laptop. So now I'm getting a little gutsy here, but as you can see to the right, my Alpha Nerd Tech logo, that is done on aluminum. That is powder coated, so that's powder coated aluminum with my logo on it, and you can see how well it turns out. And then the business card style there at the bottom, logo turned out really good. But man, even on PLA, guys, that thing turned out amazing. So let's go ahead and jump into this laptop project, because this one's kind of scaring me a bit. I have run some tests on the inside of some other aluminum panels that I've had here just as a test. So that one I did pre-game so we don't blow up somebody's laptop or burn a hole through it, or yeah, but let's let this fiber do its work here on this laptop. All right, guys, so I didn't get into the whole process here, but here it is finished. And while I was at it, I did the Oak Node mini NAS here. This is a 5 NVMe NAS system, and then this is where I did my tests on just a piece of aluminum that I had here. But look at that. That thing turned out amazing, solid. Can't wipe it off. Looks really clean on there. It looks like it's professional and that it's part of the laptop, not just an add-on. So yeah, guys, even on the back of an aluminum laptop, this thing does amazing. And look at this. The Oak Node here turned out really clean. I'm loving the way it looks. And that is the logo I just got right off their website. It's not even something they sent me or something special, but man, it looks so much better than just having the little logo that they have on there. So anyway, yeah, right, even on sensitive equipment like this thing did amazing. So guys, let's just jump into the final thoughts here and what I think about this engraver. All right, guys, so there it is. This thing has been really fun, a pleasure to work with. Can't wait till I get my other modules in here to show you exactly what this thing can do. But again, just looking at that quality, I mean, and again, this is a laser engraver. This is not a photograph. How amazing is that, guys? So this has been the Creality Falcon T1 with the fiber module. and we will be jumping into a UV module and a diode module later. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, check out the links below, and God bless you all.